Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to Not Your Father's Capital. I appreciate you all stopping by, and I want to get macro with you guys in this video. We're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming 2024 presidential election, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, a year and a half out, basically what is going to mean for essentially crypto, and that is going to be what we're going to see. We're getting a lot of surfacing reports about candidates, whatnot. So there's a lot of info to cover. I'm going to keep this short though, and kind of just sum it up to what we're looking for and how this election could be shaped around the cryptocurrency market. So that's what I have for you guys. You're going to want to stick around. Absolutely destroy that like button and subscribe to the channel down below if you have not already done so. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. And please let me preface this by saying I do not endorse any of these candidates. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence with all things crypto and all things financial. Okay, but this is what's going to happen because the 2024 election may or may not break Bitcoin for the United States. Now, what I want to tell you guys is with this debt ceiling crisis that we are seeing, basically we are at a economic standstill in terms of what the heck we are doing as a nation. Okay, this has gone way too long. And I think the problem is we're seeing the federal government operating in different entities than the Federal Reserve, so on and so forth. And Congress's hands are tied essentially. But when we get, down the road, we're going to see, obviously Donald Trump is going to be a prime candidate, okay? And on a Democratic side is Joe Biden. So we could obviously have 2 plus 70-year-old candidates running for office in the United States once further, okay? So that is a lot of age, and that discrepancy with age and the modernization of cryptocurrency, digital currency across the United States and worldwide. I don't really know how much adoption we're going to get. Okay, we all know about Senator Warren and basically how anti-crypto she is. Okay, out in Washington. So there is a very huge divide with adoption of crypto, relevancy, and the ultimate plan for crypto. So essentially, we want to get rid of baby boomers, and this is this opinion that I want to get onto and share with you guys because the economic policy with innovation within finances is lacking with baby boomers. It was a different world back then when their America was striving, and right now this is essentially where we are at a roadmap within the United States, where I think we've explored the United States having a digital dollar, and ultimately the regulation argument outside of money laundering and crime and human trafficking and all the evil surrounded with digital currency and getting off into DeFi. I think further what we talk about is the ultimate threat to the United States dollar. That is essentially what the up in arms argument is for the United States outside of those aforementioned reasons. So when we talk further, I think the United States is declaring themselves hostile towards crypto. However, I do think it could be a very necessary ally in times of economic distress where endorsing some kind of digital dollar could absolutely be monumental. And I want to just kind of put in perspective for you guys with all the seizures and everything we've seen within the United States government. The government they are a top 5 holder of Bitcoin in the world. Okay, just wrap your hands around that comment, because factually that is something where you don't really want to get rid of Bitcoin, especially when you're this much in debt, when you have that much in assets. So will the United States ultimately dump their bag and then rule it unlawful to own digital currency? That's an option. That is very much a possibility. But that is something where you could see a monumental shift in the crypto landscape if the United States were to ultimately liquidate their holding of Bitcoin. Okay, so they're not stupid. They have themselves positioned well, whether it's all public knowledge. Whether we're privy to that information is one thing or another, but I do know that the lawmakers are meeting not just in ways to regulate crypto. Let's just put it that way. So essentially what this opinion goes on to say is that they need a Bitcoiner to run for president. Now, the mayor of Miami, we all know about Miami basically being the crypto capital of the United States. That is basically his, choice, but it is kind of, been kicked around of Francis Suarez running for president in the next 2024 election. Okay, so being one of the most pro-Bitcoin politicians in the country, it's still going to do a lot for crypto, even if he can be on the debate side of things, have his voice heard on a national landscape as it relates to what crypto has done in Miami, how it can be implemented, and kind of just cast some positive light upon crypto. All right, not just Bitcoin. I think it's something where if you're a Bitcoin maxi, and that's one thing, but I do think that just overall, the adoption numbers don't lie. There is a lacking of knowledge, of information surrounding crypto in the United States, especially, and a lot of it comes down to the baby boomer generation. So I'm not calling you guys out because there's a lot of baby boomers that watch my channel. I can see the age demographics, and shout out to you guys for getting it done. But there's a lot of people though that are still struggling to keep up with the times, and that is just unfortunately where we were at. So over time, I do see that kind of fading away, but then it just basically is, a moot point. But furthermore, I do want to conclude by saying having Mayor Suarez basically run for office, I don't think he'll win the election. I do think, though, that it would be good for crypto to have a pro-crypto politician at least being heard, okay? And I do obviously think that a lot of people are not naive. A lot of politicians are into crypto. We obviously know a lot of Democrats are into crypto. However, as it relates to the way that we do spending with a more democratic kind of way of doing things, if you will, unfortunately, the prospects of anything but a bear market or a clamp down on crypto is much less likely with a Democrat in office than a Republican. So that's just on my personal thoughts. It's not my political agenda. I don't want to make this a political channel by any stretch of imagination. So I'm not going to step on anybody's toes. I just do want to share with you that 2024 will be monumental. It's on also the correlation with the Bitcoin halving cycle that's coming up. So I'm very excited for 2023, but 2024 is going to be absolute bananas. So just want to share these comments and this insight with you guys. Please remember to subscribe on your way out. I hope you found some value from me talking about this conversation, but drop your comments down below and let me know what you think about the 2024 election, if you think it will be very monumental with the upcoming, where crypto is headed, in the direction that crypto is headed. So I want to know down below, but I thank you all for stopping by once more, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.